What's up, guys? Sweet 16 in the East region to discuss today. Number one, UConn against the 5 seed San Diego State. UConn has absolutely rolled through this tournament so far, but you could say the same for San Diego State, especially in that last game against Yale. Let's talk about how both teams got here. UConn obviously 33-3, the best team in the country by far. They roped Stetson in the first round, 91-52. Did you expect any different? Klingon had a great game. He had 19. All the starters had over double digits. 12 for Caravan, 19 for Klingon, 14 for Castle, 13 for Newton, 15 for Cam Spencer. As a team, they shot over 52% from the field. It was an easy game. It's Stetson. I'm not going to take too much stock into it. But then they play Northwestern, a very strong 9 seed. We're going to get into what Danny Hurley has said recently to the media, but a 75-58 victory, 20 points for Newton, 10 assists, 11 for Spencer, 7 for Castle, 9 for Caravan, 14 for Klingon. Once again, all of them shooting over 50% from the field, 53% from the field for the team. Obviously, they struggled from 3, though, only 13% from 3. That's the only reason why this game was so close. They held Boo Buie to only 2 of 15 shooting. We love to see that if you're UConn. UConn has the chip on their shoulder. Despite being a national champion, you would think they would come in without the chip on their shoulder. They proved everything last year, but they've got Danny Hurley, who's one of the best coaches in the country, one of the hardest, just grittiest coaches in the country. Everyone knows that, and he's going to find a way to get a chip on their shoulder, and they've got it. I mean, FAU Northwestern, that's a tough 8-9 matchup to play. Then they got to play San Diego State, arguably one of the best 5 seeds in the tournament. They would have almost had to play Auburn, one of the best 4 seeds in the tournament. Illinois and Iowa State. You could argue Iowa State should have been a 1, Illinois should have been a 2. They could be the best 2 and 3 seeds in the entire tournament. This is by far the toughest region. And they stuck UConn in it, and UConn's going to roll through it because I think they're easily going to roll in this game. But let's give our due diligence to San Diego State. They played UAB in the first round. I said they dominated. They didn't dominate this game. It was a very tough win for San Diego State against UAB. The key is they held the UAB's best player, Yaxel Lindeberg, to only 11 points, 2 of 7 shooting. They held their best guard, Eric Gaines, 4 of 12 shooting, 14 points. They played a solid game against UAB. Lede has been great this tournament. Lede, sorry if I mispronounced it. I've heard announcers say Lede. He was 11 of 18 from the field, 32 points. He's been a star. I said in my last preview that I don't know if I trust Lede as a true star, but he is actually a true star now. I just didn't trust it because a 5th-year senior suddenly becoming a star is kind of rare. But he's that guy. I mean, he's proven it in the tournament. Lamont Butler, 15 in that first game. And then against Yale, they controlled it the whole way. I knew it. I took -3. It was an easy win for this one. They put up 85 points. I mean, San Diego State's not a team that's going to score, but Yale had nothing for them. I mean, no one on Yale really stood a chance. Lede, another great game, 26. Trammell had 18. Butler had 9. San Diego State is going to be a team that's going to try to win through their defense. Are they going to be able to stop UConn at all? That is the question. Because I just don't think so. UConn's -10.5 favorites. And if I'm leaning a spread, I'm taking UConn. I mean, UConn's got 5 guys you can go to at any given time. You got Spencer who can knock down a shot. You got Newton who can create for others and knock down a shot. You got Castle, who's one of the best freshman point guards in the country. Klingon's going to be a lottery pick. And then Caravan is just that glue guy. I mean, who on UConn is going to be the reason they lose? I just don't know how they're going to lose. I think Auburn would have been a better matchup for them in this one because Broome, because Katie Johnson experience there, and just more talent and more physical play than San Diego State. San Diego State, if anyone's going to do it from the Mountain West, it's definitely going to be San Diego State because San Diego State I'm starting to put with Gonzaga. They're a Mountain West team, but you can't look at them as a Mountain West team. Similarly to how Gonzaga is a Mountain or a West Coast Conference team, but you can't look at them as a West Coast Conference team. They're clearly on another level nationally than St. Mary's, San Francisco, just as San Diego State is clearly on another level than a Utah State, Colorado State, New Mexico, all of those guys in the Mountain West, because the Mountain West is dog. Mountain West sucks. They do it every tournament. Opposite of the Big East and the ACC, where the Big East and ACC always shows up in the big tournaments. I mean, the ACC had 4 teams, 5 teams if you want to include Virginia in the tournament. 4 of them are in the Sweet 16. The Big East had 3 teams in the tournament. All 3 of them are in the Sweet 16. The Mountain West had, 6, 7 teams in the tournament? Only 1 in the Sweet 16, and a lot of them went out round 1. The Mountain West is not good. However, I think San Diego State is different from them. However, I just don't think they're going to win this game. I think UConn wins by over 10. I think UConn covers the spread. UConn's a team that's going to make it to the Final Four. They're just going to do it. Okay. If anyone's going to stop him, it's going to be his team with a big star. Jaden Ledee is that. Terrence Shannon could be that in the next round. And then a Caleb Love, an RJ Davis, a Mark Sears, and even a PJ Hall could do it in the next round. But I don't think it's happening here. Give me UConn to roll San Diego State.